Hey guys, a while back, before the release of Alien Covenant, 20th Century Fox shared, but then quickly removed, a group of viral images from the then upcoming Alien Covenant film. As it turns out, the images were not used in the movie, and even the idea of the images was all a marketing campaign. The strange part about these pictures is that 20th Century Fox uploaded them and then removed them almost instantly. Luckily, several websites such as aliencovenant.com were able to capture these pictures before they were fully taken down. Due to Fox removing them so quickly, I didn't want to post a video about them at the time, as I was worried Fox would just pull my video down. But now that the movie's already out, I figured this would be a fun time to take a look at this viral campaign and see what most of us probably missed. What they released was a group of 13 X-ray photographs of the crew of the Covenant. Now again, these pictures don't line up with the movie, but they're very interesting to look at. Each photo is a separate X-ray for each crew member. The crazy part is that inside each crew member, we see a different variant of the alien. And I don't mean your standard type aliens, but 12 crazily different alien variants with 2 that are pretty similar. So now without further wait, let's just jump in and we'll take a look at these X-rays in alphabetical order of the crew member, starting off here with Angkor. This picture here is interesting because we see what looks to me like the side view of a xenomorph head. But instead of a regular body, it looks like the alien is composed of just its head and then a grouping of tentacles. This next X-ray is for Cole. This one here is a little bit harder to make out. It almost looks like an engineer's head turned to his right or our left, but I think it's just a curled up creature that is hard to make out. After that, we come to the X-ray of Daniels. Here we see a large version of, to me, what looks like the xenomorph that was birthed in Alien Covenant that skipped the chestburster phase. I can clearly make out the xenomorph head, along with the body and arms and legs here. It's a pretty large mass. The birthing of this thing would be devastating to whatever body it was encased in. Next up, we have the X-ray of Ferris. This X-ray is another one that's pretty hard to make out. From looking at it, I can see what looks to possibly be a sac or bulb of some kind. There's something coming out of it on the right side top, but it's really hard to make out. You'll have to let me know if you guys see something here that I'm not seeing. We now move on to Hallett. With this one here, I can see a small chestburster like alien creature with its head pointing down and its arm off to the right. You can't make out much of its body here, so it almost looks more chestburster than the baby alien that we see in some of the other pictures. Following that, we come to the X-ray of Charon. This X-ray is similar to the last one. It's pretty easy to pick out the xenomorph shaped head here. Underneath that looks like the mass of what is most likely its body curled up around the spine. Here we have the X-ray of Leadword. This is another one that is kind of hard to make out. It looks like there may be some type of head at the bottom of the creature with its body mass located on top, like it is positioned upside down in the body cavity. Other than that, it's pretty hard to make out exactly what we're seeing here. The next X-ray is for Lope, and it is really interesting. What we see here doesn't really look like a xenomorph. It looks more like 2 matching cocoons, one on each side of the breast cavity. The cocoons do look xenomorph-like in their structure, but I don't see any body structure here in the picture. Really interesting picture. It almost looks like there could be 2 creatures here. Now we pick up with the X-ray from Orem, and in this picture we see what looks like the back of the body of a young non-chestburster xenomorph creature. It's a fairly large creature and takes up much of the center mass in Orem's chest and stomach. This would be another brutal birthing, but it's not like any of these would be an enjoyable birth. Next up, we have the X-ray of Rixx. This one is really interesting. I can pretty easily make out a young beluga alien here facing to our left. The beluga alien was the original concept for what turned out to be the neomorph that we saw in Alien Covenant. The next X-ray is that of Rosenthal. This one is really interesting to me as it almost looks like a face hugger with its tentacles facing off to the right. It even looks like a face hugger with a xenomorph curved head. Crazy design, but really cool idea. Here we have the X-ray of Tennessee. To me, this looks like another beluga type alien that is facing to our right. The part that I thought was interesting about this creature is that it's located so low in the stomach cavity of Tennessee. This creature looks like it could birth out of the stomach, or dare I say the crotch area. I don't want to think about what that birthing scene would look like. Last but not least, we have the X-ray of Upworth. To me, this one looks very similar, almost identical to the creature that was in the body cavity of Ferris, except for it might be slightly larger. So this was the one I was saying that was similar to another, yet all the others were quite different from each other. And that's it. Crew X-rays for the 13 members of the Covenant. What do you guys think of these viral marketing images? Why did 20th Century Fox post these on social media only to remove them so quickly thereafter? I think one of the reasons may have been that they were releasing so much spoiler footage at the time that they were getting a bit of negative feedback on their social media for posting so much from the movie. Perhaps they felt after posting these and getting some of that feedback, it was just too much, especially since these images don't fit the story we saw in the movie anyway. If anything, images like these should be shown, in my opinion, for the next movie, Alien Awakening, to show what David is working on with the 2,000 people aboard the Covenant. I still have to say that I really love these images though. I was waiting for the movie to come out so I could do a video on these, since Fox most likely won't care as long as the movie had already come out. These images show just what kind of different aliens can be possible when you start messing around with the genetics. What do you guys think of these X-ray photos? Do you wish Fox would have just left these up before the movie came out? Or are they pretty much just useless marketing pics? Do you guys see anything interesting in the photos that I missed? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, if you could leave me a thumbs up, it helps out the channel so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not subscribe for all the alien content to come in the future? Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.